It's Adam with Web Starts, and today I wanted to share with you 7 things that you need to be selling products online. The first thing you need, of course, is a website. And yesterday I talked a little bit about how difficult it would be if you were to hire a web designer to do your website, and some of the challenges that you would face that would prevent you from being able to have success online. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'll put a link to it in this video in the comments, or actually I'll put it on the screen in the annotations. But definitely the first thing you need is a website, and that's a website that you can control, you can maintain and update. When it comes to selling products online, there's going to be a lot of tweaking to try to get the proper response from your audience. So in other words, you're going to send traffic to your website, then you're going to need to make changes to things like the headline on your page, or maybe your price or description or photos or images of what you're trying to sell, so on and so forth. So anyway, the second thing that you're going to need is targeted web traffic. Now that can be a little bit tricky to get. The best way to get a lot of traffic fast is to get on the first page of Google, and if you can get #1 on Google, it's like hitting the jackpot. But unfortunately, everybody knows this, so it's highly competitive and it's very difficult. But there are some things you can do to increase your chances. And with Web Starts, we have some tools built in there that'll help you get better search engine optimization, and we also have a couple products that you can buy to kind of accelerate the process of getting to the top of the search engines. Those are called Traffic Booster, and also Google Listing Express, which gets you on Google in less than 3 hours, which is better than you can do any other way. So anyway, you need lots of targeted web traffic. I recommend doing a little bit of keyword research, finding the keywords that people are typing into Google to find products and services like yours. Once you've got that refined, then go out, maybe try some AdWords. If you're using a Web Starts Pro Plus account, of course, we give you $100 AdWord credit or $75 AdWord credit for you to try Google AdWords, which is probably about the most efficient advertising you can find online. So the third thing that you need is a way to capture leads. So that's really like a form on your landing page. Basically, when somebody comes to your website, you don't want to let them leave without getting some information from them, because it's critical that you follow up. People browse the web all day. There's billions of web pages online and tens of millions of websites. And the chances that they're going to remember yours are slim to none unless you can capture some information from them and then maybe send them a follow-up email or give them a call or drive them to your phone number or whatever, so that you can collect a little bit more data on the people that are visiting your website. So number 3 is a way to capture leads, and I recommend a form. And on that form, I recommend you, or to get them to fill out that form, I recommend that you give them a good reason to fill it out. So maybe you're giving 10% off, a 10% off coupon for your business if you give them the lead, if they give you contact information. Or maybe you're giving them a free trial of your product, or maybe you're giving them something free. Basically, the higher perceived value of what you're giving away, the better success you're going to have in getting that form completed and gathering lead data. Another thing to keep in mind is don't ask for too much information all at once. Try to ask for as little information as you can to establish the next step in follow-up with the person. So if you're following up by email, maybe just their name and their email address. If phone calls are critical to your sales process, then maybe your name, email address, and phone number. But don't ask for too much information. The more information you ask for, the fewer people will complete that process and fill out your form. So the fourth thing that you need is a way to follow up with those leads. So you probably have a staff, or you might have a sales staff that can make calls to your leads if you're gathering phone numbers. But my favorite way of following up is just to send people regular emails. Remind them that you're in business. Try to give them more value. Try to stay connected with your audience. And the better job you can do of responding to those emails, replying to those emails, and answering people's questions, then the more relationships you're creating. And when people feel comfortable with the relationship that they have with your company and you're following up regularly, they're more likely to buy from you. And that's just the fact. 91% of people that visit a website will never come back if you don't follow up with them. So the fifth thing that you need is a way to take money. So if you want your business to be automated and be online, you're going to have a way to take money online. And typically people will use their credit card to pay online. Or maybe they use PayPal or something like that. But nonetheless, you're going to need a way to take money online, and for most people that means some sort of credit card processing. Now, here at WebStarts, we worked out something really awesome with a company called WePay, where basically you can immediately start accepting Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover instantly without going through the long approval process that it would take to normally get a standard merchant account. And what's nice is that the fees that they charge are very straightforward and upfront and highly competitive. So if you haven't gotten a chance to check that feature out, log into WebStarts, click on apps, and then click the Sell Products app. And you'll be able to set up that WePay account and start accepting credit card payments literally within a few seconds of doing that. So you definitely need a way to take money being online. You can also configure the WebStarts shopping cart if you have that, and your WebStarts account with PayPal. You can put PayPal buttons on there, but PayPal really is only a backup way to pay. A lot of people don't look at PayPal as being, it's a kind of a sign of not being a fully legitimate business, because anybody can take PayPal, you know, an individual, whatever. So the sixth thing that you need to have is a way to deliver your product. Now, if you're selling a digital download, whether it's an ebook or a video or whatever, you'll have to have a way to deliver that product to the person so that they feel like the transaction's complete. If it's software, whatever it is. If you're selling hard products, then obviously that requires you to have shipping and preferences and things that you can set up, and you know, give tracking numbers to your clients and things like that. WebStarts Shopping Cart is a great product if you need all of those features. So, and then the last thing that I want to talk about, the seventh thing, is tracking. It's very important that you track your results. So when you're tweaking your website, you're running ads, you've put forms on your page, you're doing follow-up emails and phone calls, you have a way to take money, deliver a product, but you need to know what works and what doesn't, because at the end of the day, when it comes to business, a lot of it is just making rapid decisions and learning from those decisions in a process that we call trial and error. And if you're not tracking what works, then you're just liable to repeat history over and over again. You'll get frustrated, you'll give up, and you'll go out of business, and you don't want that. You want to be successful online. So you definitely need to track which ads are paying off, which methods of marketing are paying off, which emails that you're sending are people responding to, what type of things do you put on your page that get a positive response from your audience. And if you don't have any tracking that shows you exactly what's happening with your online ads and stuff, be sure to check out our web statistics program. It'll show you where your traffic's coming from, what part of the world, what time of the day, what ads that are most effective, everything. So you can basically get all these things from WebStarts, but those are the 7 things you need to really sell a product online. I hope you appreciate the video. Be sure to subscribe to our WebStarts channel to see more helpful videos like this. And if you haven't already done so, go to webstarts.com and sign up to make your very own free website.